Hello, what's up everyone? This weekend just gone, I did a 24-hour stream on the channel, and the title of this stream was the Division 2 24 Hours of Mod Science. Now, we do fun things like this all the time, and the reason this one came about was because there's a long-standing myth that the 13% protection from elite mod is the rarest mod in the game. So we wanted to put that to the test. So what we did in this 24-hour stream is we did 24 hours of countdown. I tried to keep as close to a full squad as I could throughout, but you can imagine over 24 hours that is a little difficult. There's times where there's just 4 or 5 of us in the squad, but for the majority, I'd say on average, we had at least 6 or 7 players throughout the whole 24 hours. And what we did was we all set our targeted loot to gear system mods while we were playing, and any max mod that dropped of maximum value, the team would let me know, and at the end of every single run we'd go over any max mods that dropped and record them. I did this for the whole of the 24 hours. Now this video today is just kind of like to show you the results of that and to discuss those results. So if you were watching a 24-hour stream, I know you're waiting for this. If you weren't, and this is the first you're hearing of it today, it should prove for some interesting results. So again, the myth: 13% protection from elites mods are the rarest in the game. The funny thing about this is we debuffed that myth within 10 minutes of starting. So we just started the stream, we went into our very first countdown run, and this happened.
Well, I think we've cracked the KSG.
Why?
I've got a PFE mod.
Good work,
Max?
Agent. You saved the plant.
Yes.
No way.
What did I say, Rick, before we started?
No
First one. That's crazy.
way. I want to see that now. No way.
I call Hex. I call Hex.
I won't pick it up because obviously it's yours, unless I can have it.
Where's the shirt button? There you go.
No way. That's
No
nuts.
way.
Yoink!
Who yoinked that?
Young. I love that.
No way. Well, there we go. It is not the rarest mod on the game. Fact. We found it out in little under an hour. Stream over. We're done and go to bed.
Yeah.
Back it up, guys.
I couldn't believe it, honestly. The very first run in the game and a max PFE mod dropped just like that. Throughout the rest of the 24 hours, we did get one more of those, and we actually got a max mod for every single gear system throughout the whole 24 hours. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the stats from the 24-hour stream so we can see if there's any sort of pattern or work out how this RNG works. For this, I've created a few slides. So here is the general overview of the 24 hours of countdown. Total runs I put as 50 plus, but I'm going to be honest with you, at some point during that stream, I just couldn't be bothered to continue counting. It's there or thereabouts. We did about 50. You got to take into account all of the record keeping throughout that, our tiredness, breaks, and things like that. But around 50 plus is the total number of runs that we did. The best run that we had, and what I mean by this is how many max mods dropped on one single run. We had 8 max mods in one run as the best run of the whole 24 hours. And I know a lot of people will be wondering how many times we crashed, because some people even call countdown crash down. We had a total of 15 crashes throughout the whole 24 hours. Now, the first crash never came well until over a third of the way through. We were doing very well. I then jinxed it, and then we had quite a lot. In fact, there's like an hour or two where they just wouldn't stop, and we didn't even get a countdown completion for a couple of hours. But 15 crashes was the total, and the total max mods that dropped throughout the whole 24 hours was 127. This includes skill mods. Even though they weren't targeted, we were recording them. There's 20 skill mods in total, meaning we got 107 gear mods. This next slide breaks everything down. So we've got red mods, blue mods, and yellow mods, and these are the totals of everything that we got. We got 39 red mods in total, 34 blue mods, and 34 yellow mods. So you can see that's quite evenly split between the 3 different types there. Don't know whether that's just, just the luck of the draw on the night, but that is quite interesting that we kind of had an even split. And you can see on the red mod, the the crit hit damage one was the most common, with 20 of those dropping. We had 20 max crit damage mods, 12 max crit chance mods, and 7 max headshot damage mods. Over to the utility, the yellow mods, we had 13 max skill duration mods, 11 max skill haste, and 10 max repair skills. And on the blue mods, the most common blue mods that dropped throughout the 24 hours was Disorient Resistance and Incoming Repairs. And you can see there the PFE, Protection from Elite, we had 2 in total. I mean, it's not the rarest mod in the game, judging by this little experiment. In fact, the rarest mods in the game were the Blind Death Resistance, Burn Resistance, and Ensnare Resistance mods. Only one of each of these dropped at max value throughout the whole 24 hours. But we did get a max value mod for every single mod in the game. I'm not going to break down the skill mods because they were not targeted and they're a little bit more random, but there was 20 in total as well of maximum skill mods, even though they were not targeted. That is a lot of maximum mods that dropped in that 24-hour period. But again, we were at times a full squad. We were all working towards that goal. And although that is a lot of maximum mods, if you're playing solo, you're a solo player, it is actually quite rare to get them in that sense. But what these results did show, and what we kind of came to a conclusion with, is probably how the RNG works. So at some point when you are farming and you're setting your targeted loot and you want those max rolls, at some point the game is going to decide to give you a maximum roll. Once it decides that, by the looks of it, it kind of then decides, what mod is it you're going to get? Is it going to be a red one, a blue one, or a yellow one? It then kind of selects that, and then you get your maximum roll mod. So the only reason we think it works kind of like that is just because of how even it was across the board. Again, this could have just been fluke. It's only one test that we did, and across the 24 hours, it was quite even across the red, blue, and the yellow mods. 39 red, 34 blue, 34 yellow. So, and every single mod did drop as well. We got a maximum roll on every single mod that we were targeting. There wasn't one that was left out. So there is some kind of, I'd say, RNG scaling there or balancing across what it drops. And the reason why I think people feel the Protection from Elite mod is the rarest, because out of all the blue mods, it's probably the one that you want the most out of all of them. With the red, you want crit chance, you want crit damage. With the yellow, you probably want skill haste. But they have such a lower amount within those fields that you will get them. So if you want a max crit hit damage mod, you've only got another 2 mods to compete with. So when the game decides to drop a max mod that is red, you got a 1 in 3 chance to getting the one that you want. Same with the utility mods, the yellow ones. But when it comes to Protection from Elite mods, you want the maximum roll Protection from Elite. When the game decides to drop a max roll mod on a blue, you've got 11 mods in total. You've got a 1 in 11 chance of getting that, which is why it feels like it's so rare and so hard to get. And it is, because of how that works. When you eventually do get that max blue mod, you got a 1 in 11 chance rather than a 1 in 3 of getting it. So with that thought process, a suggested change came up during the stream, which would work very well, I think, if that is in fact how it works. If the game decides to drop a max, then decides to drop what sort of like core that mod is. Well, a good fix to make more Protection from Elite max mods become available would be to bring out all of the resistance mods from that category and have it like this. So you'd have your red category with crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. You'd have your yellow category as it is now with skill haste, skill duration, repair skills. But then what that would do to the blue category is it would leave free, just like with the others, armor on kill, incoming repairs, and protection from elites. In this setup, you'd see many more maximum value PFE mods drop, because when it decides to land on blue, you've got a 1 in 3 chance, just like it would be with crit damage or skill haste. And then all the resistance mods could be put in their own resistance category, maybe something like that. I don't know. There was even talk of just having a hazard protection mod rather than all of the resistance ones. But judging from the statistics that we created through this stream, I do think removing those resistance mods in some way, just allowing there just to be free blue mods like there is with red and yellow, would increase the drop rate of maximum PFE, incoming repairs, and armor on kill mods. Again, this was all done just for a little bit of fun. None of this is fact at all. We might have just got lucky with how those statistics landed during that 24-hour period. But we did have a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you enjoyed the stream if you did take part in that. But that's the results. That's what we got. A part of the stream as well as we had an exotic spin the wheel. We were doing where if I went unconscious or if you made so many memberships or gifts, I had to spin the wheel and delete exotics. We deleted a lot of exotics during that stream, so I just want to go over what we deleted. I deleted a blue screen, I deleted a Scorpio, a Chameleon, 2 Ninja Bike backpacks, a Waveform, 2 Elmos, St. Elmos, a Regulus, a Ravenous, an Imperial Dynasty. I deleted my 2 Ouroboroses, a Memento backpack, Bullet King, BTSU gloves, Collector, and Busy Little Bee all got dismantled throughout that stream thanks to all of your great support. And we also deleted the 2 protection from elite mods, a 13% that we gathered while we're playing thanks to suggestions from you guys while watching that we added them to the wheel. They went as well. It was a great stream. I really appreciate all the support on that stream. Thank you for those that did support it, and I look forward to some more wacky ideas for 24-hour streams in the future. Maybe we even do this again at some point and put it to the test to see if these kind of statistics come up again. Who knows? But that's that. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our little experiment that we did this past weekend. Don't forget to like on the video, subscribe for more mad content like this, and until next time, take care and peace out.